All right, so I recorded this video yesterday, but what I wanted to do with the video with this right now is just tell you guys what this video is about. It's almost a 40-minute long video, so I just want to give you guys an just so it's like the TLDR. If you want to skim through, I'll have the little checkpoints at the bottom of the video. But pretty much it's just explaining, majority of men when they get into the dating world, they end up dating women at very, not fully high value. They get attractive women that don't have much going for them, and they end up going broke, and then they end up getting left or cheated on, and then the man's left broke, and then the woman's just moving on to the next high value man when she takes half your shit, or she still has all the shit that you gave her, and she really doesn't lose anything except for, yeah, she gets heartbroken, but she doesn't actually like have to start over in a weird way, majority of the time, not everyone. So if you're a lady watching this and you're like, I've never taken any money from a man, that's fine. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the majority of women that do take a lot of money technically over the course of relationships of the man, because the man spends all their money, and then at the end of the relationship the man's broke, and the woman is fine because she just gets in a relationship with the next man that's doing well, making money, and she's fine, but the man doesn't have that luxury. So this video is explaining why I am more attracted to women that already have something going for them. They don't need to be doing better than you, but I know in a lot of manosphere or men podcasts, they explain why men aren't attracted to boss babes. I'm going to explain in this video why I am attracted to boss babes and why you should be if you're doing well for yourself. But the problem is there's a lot that I explain in this video as to why it usually doesn't work dating a woman that is a boss babe or a woman that's just independent per se. So hopefully this video helps you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. Skim through the video to get different parts of it. It is kind of long. It's the longest video I've ever done, but I just got back from skydiving. I literally turned on the camera and recorded. So my energy is very high. Oh, I didn't just get back from skydiving. I dove the day before I record this, but like my energy was very high and I was kind of all over the place, which is just how I am and how my brain works. But I know there's a lot of really good information in this video. So as long as you can make it through it, maybe put it on when you're driving to work, or just, you know, when you're working out and you just want to have it in your ear. This is a video like podcast. This is a more of a podcast style because it's almost 40 minutes long. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. It's much different, but I'm going to stop talking because this video is already long enough. Let's get into the video. Hopefully you guys like it. Seriously, I want to do more videos like this on top of the party videos, me going out videos, the very direct videos. I also want to have guests on, like in Zoom calls or in person, and do like interview style videos. But I wanted to try something different with this, so hopefully you guys like it. And if you do, please drop in the comments if you want more style of this content, because this is very obviously long form content. So please let me know. I would appreciate it. And yeah, let's get right into it. The thing about me is, man, I don't want a woman that just wants me for my money. I don't want that. Like, I've had that. I've dated OnlyFans girls that make a ridiculous amount of money and they don't need your money. And it is a more attractive feature for me. Now, listen, you still have to be doing well enough for yourself to not give off the insecurity. At the end of the day, a woman, you still need to make enough money where the woman, like, you can still take care of her in a way. But there's something sexy to me about dating a girl that makes enough money, as long as it's the only problem that I ran into OnlyFans girls is they make a lot of money, but they're making a lot of money doing something that they're not proud of. So when you're dating a girl and doing a girl, that you actually start to see more past the infatuation. What I have realized over my long-term relationships that I've been in is, also shout out to fucking 18,000 feet. I jumped off a motherfucking plane. I jumped off a plane, y'all. Woo! If you can turn on that fucking switch and just jump off a goddamn plane, you're not gonna be afraid to go up to a girl you think's attractive. That's just a fact. You gotta turn on the fucking switch and just go do it. But this is what I'll tell you guys. Once you get to a level, and listen, you might not be able to date a girl that makes a lot of money if you're insecure. It's a very high level of security that it takes to date a woman and not feel insecure and to not feel less of a man, to be able to date a woman that is doing well for themselves, that's making their own money, that is a boss babe, that is a bad bitch. Like that's not an easy woman to date. Everybody thinks they want that until they get it. And then they realize it's very difficult. You have to know other men are going to think, like, dating like, I have a video called Dating a Fitness Model Part 1 and 2. If you guys ever want to watch that, it's old. It's a couple of years ago. But I'm telling you, in present day 2021, dating a woman that is high value, not just an attractive woman, not just a woman that, like, high value for a woman for the most part is they have to be attractive and they have to be available. Those are the first two things that you think of when you want to go approach a woman. That is your instant value. So you have multiple different stats, kind of like RuneScape, if any of you guys played RuneScape. So you have multiple stats. But for women, the most technically, like, enticing stats are your combat stats. Your combat stats are attractiveness and availability. Availability is easy, you know what I mean? But your attractiveness, up till 99, if you guys understand. I'm a nerd, I'm a gamer, but I happen to have been in the dating world a very long time. So I can compare and contrast things with things that I like that make sense to me. But in video games, you have stats, and in RuneScape specifically, you can go up to 99. The cool thing is once you get to 99 and your stat is maxed, you can try to still be number one in the world for that stat. So your experience can continue rising, but you've already hit 99. So with girls are always just trying to hit 99 on one stat, and that one stat is attractiveness. They want to be hot. But if you have a girl that is 99 attractiveness, but her personality, the way she takes care of you, the way she, if she has no money to her name and she's relying on you for money, I feel like if her financial stat, her money stat is like a 20, and the way she treats you is a 20, but her attraction is a 99, why the fuck am I gonna fuck with you? Because yeah, you're hot, yeah, you're attractive, but I would rather take someone that their attraction is a 75, but they already make their own money, so they don't need my money. Let's say their own money isn't at a 99, but their money's at an 86 or a 75 or a 50. Even regardless, like, they're making enough to pay their own shit, so they're not using me. That's attractive for me. If you take a woman that has the personality that's a 99, even though their looks are, like, you take a woman that, okay, their looks are a 99, like top stat look, she's a bad bitch, but you bring her around your mom, or you bring her around your friends, or you take her out in public, you take her to a bar and she's fucking rude. Like, you take her to the bar, you buy drinks and she's rude to the bartender, she's rude to the guys, she's like cocky and flaunting. Like, that's unattractive to me. I don't care how good looking you are. If you can't hold yourself well in public, get the fuck out of here. Because if you're with me, you're a direct reflection of how I view myself. And you ain't gonna make me look bad, because I've worked really fucking hard to earn my respect with people. That's not just based off my looks. Not everybody thinks I'm attractive, but people, when they meet me and they talk to me, they realize Josh is a respectable person. He works very hard. He does, like, I don't want to talk about myself, it's fucking weird, but you have to earn your respect. You have to earn your value as a man. As a woman, it's initially just being attractive. Because women, obviously, they can choose who they want to fuck. Listen, ladies, you can be a 6. You can be ugly. No offense. If you're listening to this, you can be a 6. You can fuck whoever you want. You can just be like, if you go up to the hottest fucking dude at the bar and be like, hey, baby, I'll fuck you right now. You can't say that because they might think you're creepy. But if you lead in with that mentality, you're going to get laid that night by any guy you want. You could probably fuck 50 dudes that night if you wanted to. Congrats. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that a guy, even if the guy is a drop dead gorgeous 10, or let's say a 9, but they're very attractive, they have their shit together, they still have to work really fucking hard to get laid. That's what ladies don't get. A guy can be fucking gorgeous, they aren't getting laid just like that. They have to put in work. A guy that is very, very good looking can't just walk up to a woman and say, let's fuck right now. The woman's not gonna say yes. Now, if you take a woman that's a 6 and walks up to a guy and says, let's fuck right now, the guy's gonna take him in the back alley and fuck him. That's the truth. Like, you don't accept it or not, it's the fucking truth. A guy doesn't get laid like that. A guy that gets laid, they have value. They have a lot of value, and they have game, and they know a guy that can get laid when they want, they have value of their own that's past looks. Looks don't get you that. You have looks help with that, but you need more to be able to consistently get yourself some bedroom fun. Women, all you need is looks to get laid, which is crazy. Women have unlimited abundance of fucking dick appointments, okay? Guys don't have that shit. You have to work really fucking hard. So when there are guys that have abundance in the bedroom, they have a lot more going for them. That is a natural selection fact. Because guys that are just one thing, if they're not a rounded, if their stats aren't rounded, they're just not. You may think they are just because they're attracted. You may think that they're getting laid all the time, but it's just not true. It's not true. I promise you, coming from a guy, just because a guy's attractive does not mean they're getting laid. Guys have to check off so many more boxes. Girls only really have to check off, are you attractive? Are you available? A guy has to check off so many more. Are you a good father? Are you nice? Can I bring you on my friends? Are you pretty? Are you hot? I guess if you're talking about a guy, do you have a big dick? Do you have a small dick? Are you tall? Do you make $100,000 a year? Can you have sex for longer than 30 seconds? Like, there's a lot of shit that goes through a woman's head when they decide if they want to have sex with them. A guy is just like, are you available? Are you attractive? I'll fuck you. Like, I know that's very crass, but that goes to show that the only guys actually getting girls are the ones that provide X, Y, Z, A, B, C, A, D, E, F, G, H. I can't even say my ABCs. Those are the guys that are having multiple partners. And the thing is with women, yeah, there's women that have a lot of partners, a little partners, whatever. Guys, it's either you have a lot or you have none. And it's a big gap. There aren't any guys, in my opinion, that are just kind of like in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. It's either you have a lot or you don't have any at all. And women don't realize that. And I think that's a really important topic to talk about. So I was mainly just wanting to make this video explain when you do become high value women don't scare you as much, because at the end of the day, you know what you're worth and you're willing to just walk away. The biggest thing in a relationship or getting into the dating scene is if you don't feel confident enough that if she stops treating you the way you deserve to be treated, if she stops wanting to do things that make you happy, such as have sex with you because she knows it makes you happy, making you a coffee in the morning because she knows it makes you happy, making you dinner because she knows it makes you happy. She doesn't have to do those things, okay? Ladies, I'm not saying you have to have sex with your man, but if you get to a point in the relationship where you stop wanting to do it because you know it makes your man happy, as a man, you shouldn't accept that, because if she doesn't want to do the things that make you happy, that means she's just coasting. She's just, in my opinion, using you, kind of like squeezing out the juices until you decide to no longer put up with it, or until you decide to cheat on her, go have sex with another woman, and then she can break up with you and use the excuse that, we broke up because he cheated on me. And in my opinion, no, you didn't break up because he cheated on you. Technically, he only cheated on you. The only reason he cheated on you is because you stopped doing things that made him happy. You stopped having sex with him. That you knew that made him happy, but you stopped doing it. You started withholding it. You used to have sex once a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, 5 times a day. Now you have sex once a week. Now you have sex once a month. Why? I get it. You're tired. But that makes your man happy. So why would you stop doing it? Find a way to get yourself in the mood. I know it's and again, if you don't want to do this, it's fine. But at the end of the day, when you first get in a relationship with somebody, you do it all the time. Why is that? Because you want to make them happy. But over the years, you start to not really, do you not want to make them happy anymore? Is that it? And so you're just like, I don't feel like it. It's me, because I come from the fitness world. I don't always feel like working out. I don't always feel like lifting. I don't always feel like eating healthy, but I do it anyway because I know the goals that I have. So I feel like if your goal is to have a successful relationship, the way you have a successful relationship is you analyze what makes your partner happy, because obviously they're doing things to make you happy that are different than the things that you're doing to make them happy. That's what makes a relationship. A female does things for me that are completely different than I do for them. They do whatever it is that I need, they fill my needs, and I fulfill theirs. That's a relationship. But if they're still fulfilling your needs and the communication is there and they know your needs and they're doing everything to fulfill your needs, then why aren't you fulfilling theirs? Like, that's what I don't understand, and that's what I want everyone listening to this. That's what I want everyone listening to this to understand is know your value, know your worth, and if you've been dating for 6 months to a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you're still providing the needs of your significant other, but they stop providing the needs of what you need and want that they at one point did, it's going to be a very difficult conversation that you have to have with yourself. But what I will tell you is you should end the relationship. And I know that's very harsh and that's very fucked up, per se. But if your significant other starts withholding the things that they genuinely know make you happy, I think that you should end things and find someone else, because there are so many people in the world, there are so many women in the world, there's so many men in the world that are dying for a guy like you. They're dying for it. And in your head, because the woman that you're with is the first person that's ever done that for, done those things for you, been sweet, been kind, giving you the best sex ever, giving you sex all the time. But then when they stop doing those things, you think that I want to keep this because at one point they gave it to me and I've never had it. But the problem is with that is when they stop doing it, that means they're thinking about themselves now. At the beginning of the relationship, they're thinking about you. They're trying to impress you. They're trying to keep you. But nearing the end of the relationship, 6 months in, 7 months in, a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, at some point, if the woman starts withholding and no longer doing the things that make you happy, as long as, take personal responsibility, you're doing things that they need and you're fulfilling needs that they need fulfilled. As long as you're still doing that as a man, that's what I'm saying. Because if you're not, then she's not going to either. So equality is there, but if one person is putting in more effort to please the other person and their needs, and you're not, if you're a guy or a girl, but I'm talking about the guys because I believe the majority of my audience is male. If you're still doing all the things that the woman needs, and you're doing foreplay, you're doing fucking, and by foreplay I don't just mean sexual, I just mean like telling her nice things, spending time with her, cuddling, asking her about her day, things that get her mentally stimulated, because women get mentally stimulated, men are a lot more physically stimulated. So as long as you are doing all the things you know she needs to get mentally turned on and turn on that infatuation, even if she's not always infatuated after the years go on, if you're doing those things and she's still not consistently, it's different if, you know, she's tired or she's feeling sick or she's exhausted, she's had a long day. But if that turns into a consistent thing where you guys used to, you know, have some bedroom fun once a day, 5 times a day, but now you're only doing it once a month, that's a problem. And, you know, ladies don't like to hear that, but that's a problem. I think even once a week is too little. It's just my opinion. But obviously, as you have kids and as you are together for a long time and there's stress in the relationship, I understand. I've been there. It's not fun to deal with, but I'm here to tell you, as men listening to this, the women don't like to hear this, but you shouldn't put up with that. That's just my opinion. You shouldn't put up with that, because at the end of the day, if a woman truly respects you, because the most of the time women still love you, but they no longer respect you. And once a woman loses respect for you, it's very hard to get it back. And once you lose respect, women aren't going to put in that effort to, even when they're not in the mood, to make themselves be in the mood because they want to keep your respect. Because once they lose that respect, why do they need to try to earn your respect if they don't respect you? Women don't try to earn respect from men that they don't respect. So as long as you can keep respect as a number one priority for you, kings, you have the power to leave if she's not making you truly happy. Stop basing your relationship on the things she used to do and start focusing on what is she doing now. And before you just leave the relationship or be an idiot and go cheat on her, communication is key. And if she doesn't realize that her not doing the things she once did is affecting you in a negative way, in an emotional way, then how would she know that she needs to work on it and fix it? So you do have to suck up your pride and have that conversation with her and explain. If she's only having bedroom fun with you once a month, or that's way too long in my opinion. If it's once a month, that means the relationship is very close to ending. Very close to ending. Even if it's still good, it's very close to ending, in my opinion. And I know there's anomalies that are like, I've still been married for 96 years and we have sex once a month, but fuck you, Sheila or Karen or whatever the hell your name is. I'm not talking about you. This is what I'm talking about. The typical relationship, once women start withholding the things that they once did for their man because they know it made their man happy, the man starts wondering, well, why am I still giving you all this effort and I'm still paying all the bills, I'm still, doing all these nice things for you, I'm taking out you to nice restaurants and I'm paying and I'm doing everything. A lot of men show love through financials. Not every man, but a lot of men show their love through financials. This could be a whole other topic of, why, yes, making a lot of money is very important, but why you should try to focus on leveling up your other stats as a man, such as like emotional intelligence. You should understand emotional intelligence. You should understand what women say they want versus what they actually want. You should understand making sure that you respect your own value, you know your value, and you know that even when you get in a relationship that you can do better always, or you can do the same. Because what happens with a lot of guys is they get into a relationship and it's the only reason they got into a relationship is because the girl that gave them the bomb ass bedroom fun, the attention, the back massages after bedroom fun, they're cooking them meals, they're cleaning, they're doing all this wifey shit that they've never had done before. But once you've had that done before in your life multiple times by multiple different women at a very high value level and it still doesn't work out, they still turn out to be someone different, you start to analyze that there are way more to being in a relationship than looks. They have to still meet a level requirement of attractiveness for you to lock them down. That's not what I'm saying. Don't settle for someone below your standard. Still make sure that they turn you on and they can get you freaking rock hard like you're on goddamn Blue Chew even without it. But that's important. But what I'm saying is it's not everything. A lot of people see a very, 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 very attractive woman that does these nice things that are wifey material, but what they don't realize is that wifey material bad girl, if she starts not giving you all the things that she did once do for you because she know it made you happy, and you allow her to continue to not put in the effort while you're continuing to put in the effort, she's going to leave you once you stop putting in effort, because now she's not putting in effort, but you are putting in effort. And because you're still giving her that effort and she's not putting in effort, that becomes the new norm. Okay? And if that goes on for X amount of time, you're going to start becoming resentful and you're going to want her to go back to her old ways. But she's going to be like, why would I go back to my old ways of doing all these things for you when I know I can get away with not doing them and withholding them and giving them what I want, not doing it simply because I know that it makes you happy, if you're still going to do all the things that I know that you know makes me happy. So they're going to ride that wave until there's some combativeness and some arguing, because then they try to say, I don't need to do this. And then you feel bad and you don't want to lose her because you know how special and incredible she has been to you. But the problem is you're giving her power. And when you give her that power and she then has she has the leverage of, I'm just going to leave and get a man that's going to do exactly what you do. But what you have to know is even if she was to leave you for a man that's more attractive to you, makes more money than you bring things to the table that man doesn't. And as long as you own in on that, and that's where valuing yourself comes in handy, knowing that, okay, yeah, somebody might make more money than me, somebody might be more attractive than me, but they're not going to be as nice to you. They're not going to pay attention to detail the way I do for you. They're not going to actually listen to understand rather than listen, respond. They're not actually going to care for you the way I care for you. And you need those things along with the alpha male characteristics. You can't just be emotional in a beta. You have to also be alpha. You have to have both, which is why I tell people, listen, fuck around and have a good time until you feel like you understand your value. Because when you just settle with a girl that you think is up here, just because you finally got a girl that's doing things for you that no other woman has, it doesn't mean you still understand your value. You need to fuck with quite a few girls that are at that level to understand that even though they're at that level, they're not perfect. Because when you're at this level and you're always dating women at your level or below, then you don't know that the women that are above your level still fuck up and they still make mistakes and they're still going to hurt you. So long story short, guys, that's why I at my level in life, I like to go for high value women. When you're first starting off, high value women are going to seem very impossible to get, because once you get all of you guys listening, this is the first time you have a high value woman come in your life. The first time you're gonna want to marry her. The first time you get a high value woman that's interested in you and shows you love and gives you massages after you're done with bedroom fun and makes you breakfast in the morning and cleans the bed and talks to you and listens to your problems and provides you solutions to your problems, you're gonna want to wipe them up because you've never had that before. And it's gonna be a very strange feeling. If you're used to dating 6s and then you finally get an 8, or if you're used to dating 8s and you finally get a 10 that does the same things that a 6 would do, like all the extra sweet shit, even though they don't need to because they're attractive. If you finally get one girl that does that and all these other girls haven't done that are at your level of attraction, you're going to freak out as a guy and you're going to wipe them up and put a ring on their finger. But what I'm here to tell you, as someone that I've been very fortunate that I've had a plethora of high value women, you will find out that they're not all fucking great. It's just the truth. They're not all fucking great. Even if you have an OnlyFans girl that makes $500,000 a month, she still might be she might be a B word, okay? She might not appreciate you. She might not, there's a lot of things that come into that, okay? And you might have the girl that is an employee at a job that makes just $50,000 a year, that's got drop dead gorgeous, that doesn't even have a social media, that is fully faithful to you, and is like the ideal perfect woman, your perfect girl. She's a 10 out of 10. She still might not be that great of a person after 4 or 5 years. She might be really good for 6 months. She might be really good for a year. But if you're experiencing it for the first time, you're going to be so infatuated that you're going to just think that it's going to be perfect forever. But you have to know going into it that a lot of high value women are not consistent for a long period of time. They're consistent. A lot of high value women put in, a lot of just women in general, they put in a lot of blunt work and then they coast. But what I'm trying to tell you as a man, if you want to be a high value man, once a woman starts to coast, you have to have communication with them that if they continue to coast, as long as you're not coasting. If you're coasting, you can't have this conversation. If you're still trying to impress her and you're still trying to make her fall in love with you, even after you've been in love for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, if you as a man are still trying actively to make her as happy as possible and she starts coasting, you have to have a conversation with her. And if she doesn't change, if she doesn't go from coasting to back on the uphill, you should leave. I believe that. And that's not what women want to hear, because women want to use you, women want to manipulate you, women want to withhold their power to be able to extract everything out of you. I'm here to tell you, don't let that shit happen. Recognize your worth. Know that you're a king, even if you don't believe it. Start believing it. Start owning in on what is special about you, because I promise you, you're worth it. Shoot me a DM, shoot me a message, tap in. I will tell you your worth. I will help you. I will help elevate all of you. I'll just listen, man, I'm new to this platform, but I have a lot of knowledge that I can bring that I hope I can help you guys. All I want to do is to be able to level up every single one of you watching this so I can help you be the best version of yourself possible. You might not get to my level. You might not get to other people that are at high level with women or high valueness of a man or game, whatever the fuck you want to call it in the manosphere, whatever the fuck. But if you listen to the tips I'm saying and you actually try to apply it, you're going to be happier. Doesn't matter if you're married, doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, doesn't matter if you're single. If you listen to what I'm telling you and you apply what I'm saying, I 100% promise you it will help, okay? If you guys want me to keep doing videos like this, which I'm going to, just subscribe, turn on the post notifications, drop a like, drop a comment, or follow my Instagram, follow my Twitter. They're all under Life Josh Bryan. I would appreciate it. But I do offer one-on-one coaching. It's something I just started offering. I've been coaching people for free for a long time, aka just helping people out. And they've all gotten success if they put in the work. If you don't put in the work, I'm not a fucking game shark back in the day that just gives you the cheat codes. But I will tell you what to do to pass, to level up. And if you want to put in the work and you want to actually like have someone give you step-by-step directions and teach you the ways to turn on that fucking switch the same way I did when I fucking jumped 18,000 feet. Do y'all see this? I jumped 18,000 feet, man. Out of an airplane. You have to know how to turn on that switch. And I want to be able to help all of you guys because I know what it's like to get taken advantage of. I know what it's like to get used. I know what it's like to feel like no one wants me. I know what it's like to finally get that attention of the person that is above my league and then they break my heart. I know all those things. I've been through them and I've helped people that have been through them. I helped people that have been through them that came out on the other side to ask for help after they came out on the other side. I've also helped people that haven't been through it yet, but because I told them the signs to look for when they got in there, they used communication in a very mature way, in a direct way, that got it to a point where the woman understood, oh shit, if I don't continue doing the things to make them happy because I want to make them happy, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, if you want to stop putting in effort to make your significant other happy, doesn't matter if it's a guy or girl, you should leave. Why would you? So what, you want to leech off them? So you don't want to put any effort. You don't want to put in any work. That's where I come from. Now, obviously, if one person stops putting in effort, then you should leave. That's what I'm saying. But most of the time, I feel like women say that the man stops putting in effort, so they're going to get revenge and stop putting in effort. But rather than that, why would you want to be spiteful and just, women, if your man's not putting, tell them what to do. Stop being embarrassed about wanting, like tell them. Have a conversation. Talk to your man. Men work in like checklist formats. Have a task, get it completed, make you happy. Have a genuine conversation with your man if you care about them, about the things that they could do to make you happy. Specifics, like very specific. Stop making them fucking guess. Now, early on, make them guess, make them figure out, because that's a turn on. But if you've been with your man for 1.5 years, 2 years, and you're afraid to tell them things that would turn you on, that's your problem, ladies. Take responsibility. Now, if you do genuinely tell, don't just, I could make a whole video about this. This video is already getting really long. Give man specifics, and then men, when you get those specifics, you have to act on those, because if you don't, that's your fault at that point if she starts not trying herself. But if you get the specifics of what you need to do, you need to man up and go put in the work and make them happy and do the things that you know that they want you to do. And then if they aren't putting in additional effort to make you happy, you should leave. I genuinely believe that. So, man, I'm just going to end the video at this. Know your worth, know your value. Skydiving vlog coming soon. I fucking love you guys. This video is super long. I have so much content to come. We still have Partying in Miami part 2 coming out, but this video I feel really passionately and strong about, because a lot of men don't know their value. and they finally get the chance to be with a woman that's higher value than they are, and then that higher value woman makes them feel like they're low value, which makes men even more insecure than they were before they were with that woman. And so I just am here to tell you guys to know your value and don't be afraid to walk away. If you don't feel like you can walk away at any point when you're in a relationship, then you shouldn't be in that relationship. You should know that you can get out of the relationship. Don't be with someone because you have to. Be with someone because you want to be with them. Do things for people because you want to make them happy, not because you have to. There's a massive difference. So hopefully this video helps. I know it's very fucking long, but I'm still coming down from this high from skydiving. It was the most incredible experience ever. I'll dive more into it in my skydiving vlog. Make sure you guys stay tuned and turn on the post notifications. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for vibing. Thank you for being here. Just all in all, I really do love you guys and I appreciate you. And videos upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually late afternoon, 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern time. Eventually it's going to be more frequent uploads. Eventually I'm going to get a videographer. Right now I want to be consistent for you guys, and I just want to record videos like right now that I really didn't know what I was going to talk about, but we're fucking 30+ minutes into this video, because what you all will find out, if you don't already know, is I'm just a passionate ass motherfucker. And when I start talking about something I'm passionate about, I do my best to just articulate in a way that hopefully you all can understand, even if you don't fully agree. And I really hope that that it helps some of you. And if it can help at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you, I mean, hell, if it helps one of you, then I'm technically, that's cool that I'm putting out the information. But ideally I want it to reach millions of people, and I want it to help millions of people, but I can't please everybody. So if you're one of the people that are hating on the videos and you drop thumbs down, it is what it is. But at least I'm trying. At least I'm trying to help, you know, young men or even older men, or just men in general, know their value. That's all that matters, because I've been in many depressing states in my life where I didn't feel like I knew my value, and it sucked. And I wish I would have had somebody tell me that I am valuable, regardless that the fact that a woman or anybody else made me feel that I wasn't. So just keep your heads up, kings. You're all fucking incredible. Kings recognize kings, real recognize real. And I'm just letting you guys know, in order to be a king, you have to first see yourself as a king, or else no queen is going to want to be your queen. Because if you don't think you're a king, why the fuck would they? So start focusing on king shit. Be a king because you are a king. I love you guys. Tap into all the socials. Videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then skydiving vlog coming soon. And fucking Miami partying coming soon as well. I love you guys. Kayto, do you want to say bye? You want to say bye to the vlog? Love you, baby. Here's my cute ass kitty cat, yo. Love you. You're so pretty. Dude, his eyes match my shirt. You're so cute. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.
I will free myself from all you, yeah.